Pga Sports, in association with the Pga Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Legends Championship is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be out here. This event kicks off.
No.
Two players that
Into the
appear
freaking
to have
rough.
entered into this fantastic rivalry.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Colin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, he's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron players good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Colin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning a decent rate of knots. Okay, let's take it down to John McCarthy, who seems to be hiding behind a tree here. John, you've been getting familiar with this golf course. What will the players be dealing with this week at Lone Grove Golf Course?
Well, Luke, as I walked the course, checking it out this morning, the one thing that is immediate is this course is full of elevation changes. Not only throughout the holes either. It's like even when you get to the greens, the elevation changes can get you. These greens are dynamic, and that is putting it very lightly. You really have to plan out your approach shots into these greens to make sure you don't leave yourself in trouble. Some of these greens can straight up reject a poorly executed approach shot just from the contours of the green alone.
How did that?
Other times you may leave yourself on like the wrong shelf of a green, making the next putt nearly impossible. These greens can really play tricks on you here at Lone Grove Golf Course, and I'm looking forward to see how the players deal with it.
Oh my gosh, I almost made a hole in one, bro. It like spun around the thing.
And back to the course with the live action. This putt coming up is for birdie. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. 2 wins
40
so far
foot?
this season.
That's crazy.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Wow, they certainly got out of the right side of bed today.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Oh, almost went in.
Did I have her par?
And still
I
in
was
top
gonna
spot
say.
after that hole. Keep it going. Time to face a par 4 now.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Sitting at 3 under par, currently in the lead. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yep, that shot safely on the green. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
This one's tracking.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Here at Lone Grove Golf Course, the 6th hole is a par 4 measuring a decent 465 yards, Rich, all the way back there at the tips.
No bunkers on this tee shot. Plenty of room to hit it both right and left. But if you miss it wide one direction or another, you're going to find all kinds of troubles with those tall trees. Just that one bunker that fronts the left-hand side of the green here. Again, though, a lot of runoff areas around this green makes that second shot so much more difficult to get it close.
Hey, that's a chance. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And that will take him to 5 under. Currently in first position. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. And hitting yet another green here in regulation. Just outside 10 feet to the hole here, right on 11 feet to be exact. Looking really good, this one. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Time to face a par 4. Oh, that was pure. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 165 yards. Wow, that drive, incredible stuff. Over 300 yards.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is their look at birdie.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him. Time now to take in the 9th hole.
Already in the lead, looking to extend that.
Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently
that's
performed
close.
at the highest
Shoot.
level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Okay, time to return to the action. Putting for an eagle. Yes, they've made it. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, 9 so far, so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I gotta say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Oh, that was a
Going with
bad
the
shot.
hybrid. Outstanding shot. High quality. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
From the sand, they able to get up and down? Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
12th hole here at Lone Grove Golf Club, 543 yards, par 5.
Again, no bunkers off the tee shot here, Luke, though, but anything missing out to the right or even far left, you're just going to have all kinds of problems. Second shot down the hill to a green that's surrounded by water in the front, bunkers both left and right. I love this golf course. I love the beauty of it, but I got to say, it is a really difficult course.
An eagle putt awaits.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Okay, steady now. Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt.
This is on a great line.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Going with the 9-iron, I think. This one needs to kick left. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. Sitting at -13 for the round. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Ooh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose. Well, that's a handy shot. Second shot here on the 14th. Getting ready to play their third.
Such a bad shot.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. What an excellent time to make a big putt like that. And you bet their rival knows just what happened. Glancing at the scoreboard, and they're currently sitting in first place.
It's a blowout.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Got to make sure to repay a pitch mark here. It's going to leave one. It's downhill. Might even get some spin here.
Good shot there. Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity.
It's going to go left.
Ouch, that hurts. You'll take the tap in for par any day.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Oh my, right by the hole. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Ah, what a shot from the bunker. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Next up is this par 4 hole.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it, lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
Second shot here on the 17th. Oh, what a shot by our leader. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. What a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Well struck. From around 180 yards out. Opting for the 5-iron. Great shot. And this putt for the tournament. Be the ball, Danny.
Well, Rich, as the legendary Jim Nance once said, they're now rich and famous.
I gotta say, that was an incredible statement by the great man and bestowed upon a great player, and this player will be thrilled to become rich and famous.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
Let's go. I beat John Rahm. I'll make the difficulty here.
UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Norwood Invitational is about to get underway.
Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak.
Oh my gosh.
Following our featured group.
Hi
Yeah,
Luke, what
it's
a
harder.
gorgeous day as this event kicks off our featured group. Well, we've got two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her
No
to be
way, bro.
Yeah, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence.
That's tidy. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
This one for bogey. Wonderful shot. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's 2 strokes behind her rival this week.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 3rd hole.
Coming off of a bogey, looking for a birdie.
Welcome back to our coverage of this PGA Tour event, already in progress. We're heading back out to the 3rd hole. Let's get into it. Going with a 3-wood here.
Okay.
And he's hit that inside the range. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Just didn't drop.
Oh my god.
That's disappointing. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. This one's looking good. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Let's see what happens here on the 4th. Wonderfully played. Even for the day. Tied for 4th. A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Let's see what happens here at the 5th. Going with the 8-iron here.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival Brooke Henderson.
Putting for birdie. Oh, that's a nice line. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Currently a couple under for the round. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Not bad.
Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an
good shot.
amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, two-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players, and that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
Well, Rich, it's only mid-season, but you've got to like the way the player has been performing so far.
Yeah, look, this player has played so solid all year long. It's well within the top 125. I don't see any issues of this player not making it to the Tour Championship. I'd safe to say they're going to go ahead and move on.
And here we are with the third shot. He's got a two-stroke buffer. Oh, well played. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here. I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Leading by 3 strokes now. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Opting for the 6 iron. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
Looking for another birdie here.
I saw that.
That was a gallant attempt.
Oh my gosh, I almost just made a 60-foot putt.
That starts off on a good line.
That gets the job done. He sits in first position. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat.
Why did that go so?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Yeah, you'll take that. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind. Her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Sitting at 5 under for the day. Currently leading. Oh, that's
Oh,
great. It just
good
missed the hole.
shot.
What an opportunity to make a birdie.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 6 under. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. That's heading for the fairway.
And he's down there.
Yeah, the breeze ruffling their shirt, hitting their back. It's going to be tough to control the distance here. The perfect wind swing, nice and easy.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Looks good.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Opting for the 9-iron. He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Guys, you know the worst lie you've ever seen? Yeah, time's up by 10. This is nasty.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Okay, let's get back to the action. 13 feet to the cup.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Trying to forget the bogey on the last as they step onto the tee. From about 130 yards here.
Breeze straight into him.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Ooh. Yeah. Golf clap. Really good. 11 feet to the cup. Tracking. Currently 6 under for the event.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Time for the second shot at the 14th. Oh, almost went in. Good look at birdie here. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. It's time for a one-shotter. Well, let's see if they can roll off that birdie at the last. Lovely momentum here. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
And he's down there. You got a read?
Has to put this one downhill.
Oh, that's stellar play. Back-to-back birdies. And what a time to make them.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Straight back up into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. It was on a good line. And well holed.
Let's move on. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
How much do you trust your swing? Go for it at only 327. Lay up. Bunkers right. Water left.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Got to make sure to control the flight here because the wind was straight into their face.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Starting to look really good.
And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Well, here we are, the 18th hole.
Difficult tee shot. Water lurking down the left-hand side. Don't hit it where the wild things are.
It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. And going with driver off the deck with this shot. Well, it's pretty straightforward. Critical bunker shot here to win the tournament. That's incredible. On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. And he can win the event here if he can hold this pass. Well, you've got to take your hat off to them, Rich. Just an outstanding performance this week.
Absolutely. It's hard to believe that this player's already got 4 victories on the season. Top of the game right now. It's impressive.
And I've got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
check. In total, in both, in PS5 I have 276. And then in current gen, I have it doesn't show. I don't know why.
I only have 130.
I have 49 hours played on PGA Tour.
I have 6.
I don't know how I've played it that much, bro. It's not feel like that long.